Hi. Thank you all for joining me, all who are interested. Today, we will be just talking, vibing, as they say, talking to the chickens. I have been dealing with some things, as I'm sure most other people have. Uh, COVID has brought out the crazy, and more than just me. Um, I feel like I've always been that person that um, people feel comfortable in sharing with me, but sometimes the people that are sharing with me against my will. Have you ever felt held hostage by a situation? Ugh. I'll give you a couple of for instances. I've always been mildly germophobic, and I'll say that for the people in the back. And by that, I mean when people tell you that are germophobic, that they mildly germophobic, they usually mean level 5. Level 5 are people who try to Windex their shadow just in case he's carrying something. Um, for me, it's been hard because even before COVID, I knew people were gross, and I just kept saying it. Uh, I didn't want nothing. I didn't want nothing before COVID. I don't want nothing after. And we're going to get sick. We're going to be dealing with that, especially for those of us who have family members we love them, we live with them, but we know they kind of gross. Like on occasional basis, you wanted to bleach your children because they wanted to touch you. And it's not because you don't love them, you just know where they've been. I had a lot of different instances. For instance, years ago, and I say years, meaning it would that far before COVID. I'm in Ingalls, and this older man wheels up in his wheelchair to the Olive Bar because they have like this area where you can just get food randomly, and then it's a little Olive Bar. I saw him pick a spoon up and start picking out of it and eating it. He did it a number of times. At one point, I began to realize maybe can't nobody see me because of Ramadan. He did it a couple of times before I guess he thought I was going to get somebody. Eventually, he looked back and said, "Oh, she can see me." Maybe he thought he had a superpower. I'm not sure what happened, but he wheeled off. Now, this was after about 3 times. I stood there in utter shock because he picked the spoon out, a serving spoon, and proceeded to enjoy himself. Huh? So I wasn't sure who I was supposed to tell. So I went and got the manager and said, there was a man over there enjoying himself a little bit. There may or may not have been a little spit in it. I don't know how you feel about that, but no, thank you. Um, at that point, I felt I wanted to light that area on fire. Just somebody, because his fingers was in his mouth. He was enjoying himself quite thoroughly. And I let management know. One incident, another incident, and I don't know why it keeps happening to me. Just like I pull up at the light next to somebody, they elbow deep in their nose. Um, we end up at the same grocery store. They get on out. You don't see them wash their hands. You're not sure what's happening, but I know that's deserving of blowing their cup. You gonna touch all the food in the store, ain't you? I know you are. I see you. I see you. You ain't wipe your hand on that. Somebody make it stop. I don't know what it is about me that people feel comfortable enough to share their deepest, darkest, disgusting, painful moments with me. I feel like they're trying to hurt my soul sometimes. I used to serve, and then there's one particular incident with this beautiful, wonderful, lovely older lady. Older people aren't people who share a lot their money. They're holding on to it. I was serving. Her husband got up. He had already left me a couple of dollars. And for older people, when the meal isn't expensive and they're really pleased with service and they tip you, that really means a great deal. This particular incident, he went to the bathroom and she said, Herbert don't know I got no money, baby. And I want to give you a tip. I should have been suspicious when she grabbed my arm. Mhm. Right below my hand. So she kind of had my wrist, like a little bit below my wrist. She held my hand out. My hand was trapped. I was like, this ain't gonna go sideways. I'm sure it is. She's gonna give me a tip. This is gonna be wonderful. Till it was summertime. Set the song for you. She reached down in her shoe. She didn't have on socks. And she reached down and got $2 out her shoe. And she said, baby, you've been so good to us. You took such good care of us. But Herbert kind of cheap. And she put that hot, wet money out of her shoe in my hand. My soul left my body. And it was everything I could do not to try to snatch my hand from her. I didn't know what to do with that. I said, thank you so much. I'll be right back. I threw that money in the sink and poured bleach over my hand. So before COVID, I had a few concerns germ wise, and I just kept being introduced to people who wanted to share their diseases with me. Just somebody make it stop. You know, I had a friend who I loved dearly, but their son would do things that disturbed you. Once again, like I said, I know where they've been, and they would do things like maybe give you a savory cup of water from the toilet, you know. So, you want to hug them, you know, with something else that don't involve your body. Some tongues, perhaps. You want to hug them like this. And so for me, it was something. And I always encountered the people who just, I felt like they was trying to kill their exes. You know, they was trying to get it. They was praying for it. You know, they was praying with the love of the Lord. Lord, please let me get it so I can give it to this no good, trifling. I wish they die under 100 stars and get hit by everything and anything. I hope an airplane driving to their house. I hope they get 22 rashes and they dick fall off. I felt like they felt like that, and so that's why they was trying to get it. Cause they would wear masks. That you see them running people that look like they was coughing. Like, please, Lord, I know I'll be all right, but I just gotta get this to somebody who deserve it. You know, I felt like they was trying to give it to somebody. They was hoping. They was trying to give it to their spouse, or they was trying to give it to that family member that they hope like that they die and leave them some. You felt like they was trying for it, like they was praying. Please, Lord in heaven, just let me give it to somebody who deserves it. Make me a matron of your work, Father. Because you know that they deserve to die and hell ain't coming soon enough. It felt like that there was those people out here that was their purpose and goal to get it. And just felt like that. And they felt like they needed to be around me. Look, I have enough health problems and I'm scared of my own shadow when there ain't no disease in my house. My husband always say why I jump when I know he in the house. And I feel like the serial killer could have got him first. And he don't seem to understand that. I'm like, please stop walking from behind doors because I feel like you trying to end my life. Look, I ain't mean to forget your ice cream again. It wasn't on purpose. And I'm sorry your car ran out of gas again. Look, I'm forgetful. I ain't mean it. Don't be trying to end my life early. I ain't paid that policy last time, like I said I did. I meant to, but let's forgive and forget. But it feel like, I'm on the list of people he might be accidentally, maybe, possibly. He loved me, but he trying to get rid of me because of my minor infractions, and he might be able to do a little better. You know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying. And for those people who feel like they about ready to get back into the dating scene again because living with their family on a permanent basis, like they couldn't actually leave their children and mate, and they kept wanting to fire themselves. It's like, I think I'm doing an awful job. I think you should let me go. I think I don't even need to quit. I feel like you should just let me on out of here and don't try to call me back. This pay is bad. I don't want this no more. I don't want to do these dishes. I'm tired of y'all leaving y'all drawers, you and the children. I'm fired. Get me out of here. I want to walk out. Look. And you decided that that's what you really want, like you looking for divorce because you want a break. Like he said, I'm looking for him to get his whole money. Like, if you want to just make it so and you get the children all the time, I'm okay with that. Some people feel that way. If you feel like you're ready to walk back out into this dating market, I don't think y'all ready for what this generation has left us. It's become concerning to me what the children don't know. And sometimes it's hard not to not be nice to them when you realize the level of not intelligent they are. Like, they know the internet inside and out, but the basics of, like, I once asked an adult, did they know what pimples were? They did not. You don't know that a pickle is a cucumber? The things that they have not mastered is mildly concerning. I've come concerned, and the level of what is out there on the what qualifies as stalking, and the Me Too movement is interesting because it is something that's huge in a way that we always knew it wasn't supposed to happen. The issue is the people that are not having spoke to these people before. I'm surprised that dick pictures became a thing. Ugh. Who didn't know that you weren't supposed to show your stuff to somebody? Matter of fact, some people, you might want to hide that for a while. Ugh. If you do want them to date you, cause some secrets need to stay secrets for a reason till you get married. Because if you show them early, one, they know you crazy. Two, they gonna be discouraged. You proud of that? Who told you that this was okay? Is this a family thing? Do y'all do this at dinner? I'm becoming concerned with your level of what the who and the huh. Women, if you're having a problem too with the men that have been stalking for some time, you just have to out crazy them. You have to ask them questions that will make them sure that they do not want to go home with you. Ask them questions about things that you want to know and give them information that they don't want to know. For instance, ask them their credit level. Tell them the things you want. They say, yeah, baby, I want you to come home with me. It says, yes, and I would like to know your FICO score. I would also like to know how much money is in your account. If you could run me that information right now, I need you to know that I no longer, I feel redeemed because I now practice not